Okay, well, next up, a group of guys from Wolverhampton who are all from different backgrounds, but fortunately are all into the same music. Like So Solid, they also say they're more like a big family, a tight foundation. Here they are right now with a track called Think.
Yeah, yeah. Ha-ha. Exposure. WOLFTOWN Committee.
Thinking about this, you should be thinking about that. Late, J-Boo, Trickster, DJ AMO, High Times, WOLFTOWN Committee. Think about it.
They won't legalise weed because weed makes you think. And if you start to think, you might kick up a stink. And if you think too much, you might evaluate your life. And think to yourself, why am I putting up with strife? The government want you to work and pay your bills. Spend your money at the weekend, fill those tills. Consume more and more materialistic items. Keep people drug-free, so they're not enlightened. We live in a society that loves to dictate. And if you're unemployed, then you're owned by the state. And they know your fate, you go into the pen. Intent to supply, serving time like Big Ben. Businesses could be started if this stuff was legal. It doesn't lead to heroin, crack or lead to evil. It's just a plant, it grows out the ground. It relaxes stress and aches at 15 pounds.
Think before you drink, think before you drive. Think before you go ahead and bust that nut inside. Think before you toot, you're spending all your loot. You could have bought a Beamer with a spoiler on the boot. Think before you deal, would your customer squeal if they spend a night in a room full of steel? Think before you work, would you get more on the dole? And if you got that bad, you go ahead with that pole. Think before you go out and bust those 90 ends, cause one tends to strictly get on fabulous, my friends. I think dirty money's better cause you don't pay tax. I think if that's a classy cause he's had his hair relaxed. You think I'm like you don't have my flex about how my phone consists of the opposite sex. You better take my name straight out of your mouth, cause I'm the reason walls get moved down south.
1, 2, 3, 4. High times before you pick up the microphone. About your one test, man, you better think before we go and stink, because my pack is fully loaded, heavier than you. Think before you make your next move, cause you will lose. It's better you change up your lyrics to listen to WOLFTOWN tunes. You're not thinking about the plan, it's just about the prize. That's why you run from fives and hiding from shots to guys. Think before you go for yours or go for mine. And we don't watch no fear, so we no waste no time. You think you can start WOLFTOWN Committee, start from shine. We're moving up the line and leaving them past you hold behind. Think before you open your mouth, you're 32 get kick out, cause you don't know what we about. You see how we run the road, you see how we do my chat about. Ever since we come about, you think they can block we out, but they can't get we out.
No,
Yo,
no,
you better think.
Yeah, just think about it.
You better think about it, trust me. WOLFTOWN Committee.
This is WOLFTOWN Committee, and this is Think. Going out to you, you gotta think about it. Every single thing you do, every single day, just
real.
think. Because this is WOLFTOWN Committee. Late, High Times, J-Boo, Trickster, DJ AMO. And just think about it.
You're telling us to be conscious there.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
demanding there.
Yeah, just for everyday life really, just gotta really think about what you're doing to kind of move forward and
Advance yourself.
just it's kind of really reflection on our little time in the music industry really. Just like every move, man, you really got to kind of think about what you're doing, and it's kind of like a play on words between that and then just sort of everyday life as well. So
You say little time in the industry, how long's it been?
well, we put out as a label, because we're kind of like WOLFTOWN Committee is an act, but as a label, WOLFTOWN is the label that is kind of our avenue to put our own records out.
Clever you.
We put our first album out in 2000, and this WOLFTOWN Committee is like the third album putting out.
So you're just as fresh as So Solid in a way, aren't you?
Yeah.
And look how far they've come. No messing on that one. They've taken it out to national.
We kind of understand that things take time, you know.
Can you relate to what Romeo and his lot have been
Definitely,
doing?
man, definitely. You know, I mean, from when So Solid first bust out, you know, by using like pirate radio as their kind of avenue to get played, and then there being so much of a collective and like 2 or 3 of them doing like one club and 2 or 3 doing another club, and just more flyers with more names on and that, you know.
So many people's actually in your clique?
Well, there's actually like there's about 10 that are in WOLFTOWN Committee, but like we just brought the people today that were kind of performing. Otherwise, it's just too much of an entourage. You know what I mean?
So 10 generally. We saw 5 tonight. What did you think, Romeo?
You know, it's alright, you know,
Yeah?
I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. Production-wise, it's definitely tight. Definitely tight, man. But
I think your DJ's pretty high.
yeah, DJ, scratching it up.
I'm Amo's tight, man. Amo's tight, yeah.
And you got a girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's she at?
Leave it. Leave it. Give him some advice instead. Behave yourself. Any advice for Trickster?
All I can say is, obviously you're from Wolverhampton and
Hence WOLFTOWN.
Hence WOLFTOWN,
That's
yeah.
kind of where the name
Basically, just spread out, get yourself everywhere. Travel to London, Birmingham, everywhere. Just get your name on every flyer possible and just put yourself in everyone's face. Don't take no for an answer.
Is that what you mean promotion by that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, promotion-wise, let everyone know who WOLFTOWN is and what you're about, and just basically just spread the name, basically.
And that's the
about.
beauty, I suppose, of having so many in a crew. You can all diversify and spread out, like you say. But surely you need good management as well to sort of structure it.
If you guys got a record label and things like that, you're definitely one step ahead of other, obviously, cliques that are out there now.
And you've got all the artists signed to your label, you clever man.
Yeah. Coming up, I won the label of a guy called Light, who was the other guy who was rapping in the track just. We kind of did it because, like, if we sit around waiting to get signed to a major, it could never
Might still
happen.
be waiting.
So, like, we just, it's kind of just get the records out there anyway and just, build it from an underground level,
And work your way to the top.
And it is possible. We have living proof here.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Well done.
I think Soul Solid Crew have inspired a lot of kids in the UK, especially on the urban music side of things, like hip-hop, reggae, all different flavours, you know what I mean? Like, so I think Soul Solid Crew have shown people that it can be done, and obviously more people followed as well.
And hopefully you guys can show, you get me someone else and you get me representing you.
Nice one. Trickster, thank you.
No problem.
Good to meet you.
Peace.
Cheers for the advice as well, really. Sound stuff. Looking around the studio, I noticed that the crew has almost doubled in size, and there are a lot more women than usual, ladies, on this show. Must be the effect that this man here has right now. We're going to call out, have a short break right now, but I promise there'll be more new music and more from Romeo in part 2, so don't you go anywhere.